Hip hop turned 50 years old this year. Can somebody please tell me what has been the systemic benefit of hip hop to the black community?
Hip hop turned 50 years old this year, and we've been celebrating the whole year long. It's a beautiful thing. A lot of dope shows, a lot of the golden era artists coming in, the new era artists coming out, and it's been a whole celebration this whole year. I want to say happy birthday, hip hop. It's a beautiful thing. But Dr. Umar Johnson, Ifatunde, posed a question that I think is too deep and too interesting to ignore. Let's check it out.
Yes, because let us be honest. Let us be absolutely honest. Hip hop turned 50 years old this year. Can somebody please tell me what has been the systemic benefit of hip hop to the black community?
Woo!
Give me.
Woo! Now that was a deep question. Now we got to go into it a little bit, right? We saying, why should it benefit the black community? I know everybody's involved in hip hop, Latinos, Asians, white people. I know everybody participates in this culture, but I think he puts it on the black community because we are the most disenfranchised. We are the ones in the position of lack of resources. So when you're in the position that our group is in, we need every industry or whatever we have to play a part in lifting us up, right? So I asked a question to ChatGPT. I said, what has hip hop done systemically? You know, but it couldn't come up with nothing. All it said was cultural influence. Okay, people walk like us, talk like us. That's cool. They dress like us, whatever. You know, that's cool. It said gave us a voice. All right, we on more platforms speaking our mind. That's cool. It said it created some entrepreneurs, entrepreneurship. All right, yeah. It did create some businessmen and women, and a lot of money done floated through hip-hop. Billions of dollars, you know, and that's cool. But what has hip-hop done for the black community systemically? That's a deep question. Let's get back into it. What you talking about, Dr.
The one thing that made the black community better as a result of hip-hop existing. Gangster rap is a cancer. It's a cancer. And the problem with these rappers is they hypocritically make a living off of preaching death and destruction, and then turn around and give out a few turkeys on Thanksgiving and shit. And we supposed to forget that you out here making millions of dollars pushing death, but because you gave a few book bags out, a few pair of sneakers, some old dusty turkeys, we supposed to forget the fact that you make a living pushing death.
Wow. That was a gut punch, Dr. Umar going in. Come on now, we all done seen it, cats. That's about what it is. Turkeys, backpacks, and you know, stuff like that, man. Systemically, I wish I could think of something, you know. Why is it even hip-hop's responsibility to help the black community systemically, right? It's music. It's a music genre, right? Does rock and roll have to help, you know, whatever community, the white community? Does Latin music have to help their community? Why is that put on the black community? Why is that put on hip hop? Again, it's because we participate in hip hop at such a massive rate, right? It's literally, hip hop in my mind is literally a spinoff of black culture. I know people gonna disagree, but that's how I see it. It's a spinoff of black life. It's a subculture of black culture. That's how I see it. I'm not taking away anybody else's participation or contributions to hip hop. This is my opinion. So what I'm trying to say is, because we are so behind the 8 ball, so to speak, you know what I mean? The black community, that we kind of need any institution, particularly ones that have had billions of dollars come through. And we know that we are economically down. We know that we are economically behind everybody. So, yeah, hip hop, entertainment, period. That's just one industry where people could come through and actually do something with their dollars that makes a significant difference. Because these platforms having a voice and cultural influence, I don't see how that's done much for us. Let's get back.
All right, so what if they did more for the community? Like try to open schools and stuff.
I want to see that. I want to see that. Let me see it.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Dr. Umar, right?
You'll change
And
it.
let me be clear.
Uh-oh.
Do more means
Yes.
Uh-oh.
you're going to build a school, independent, not charter. That's state. You're going to build a bank, not 51% black ownership, 100%
100%.
black ownership.
Yeah.
You're going to build a hospital. You're going to build a supermarket, right? You're going to build manufacturing or distribution. Those are the 5 major industries. So that's what we're talking about. Not no barbershops. Real shit. Okay?
Yeah.
Because y'all going to let one of these Negroes go get a barbershop and say, look, he opened up a barbershop. That don't mean shit to me. Okay? That ain't
Dr. Umar is a real one. Hey, he loves us, man. Black people, he loves us. He's speaking from love. I know it sounds condescending, but you got to understand that he's coming from a place in his heart. You know what I'm saying? That, you know, he wants to see us do better. He wants to see us come up. So I get it. You may have a rapper or two that may have a couple of, you know, charter schools or some, you know, some things like that. But we don't, to this day, we're that far behind as a group, black people. Hospitals, grocery stores, banks, schools. You know, these are things that we are really behind on, and these things are really a necessity. After all, hip-hop, since its inception, has said that it's about community building, right? Peace, love, unity, having fun. It's about community. We're about the youth, uplifting the youth, empowering the youth. You know, we're about standing up for what's right and all those things. Well, we know these institutions are necessary, so why don't we have them? Why do we have these billions of dollars floating around in hip-hop and nobody really attacking these things systemically? I know you got a few people like Jay-Z, Meek Mill, you know, they talk about prison reform and things like that. I know everybody's about legacy and generational wealth, but do you know the data says that about 60 million or so, and you pretty much good for the rest of your life, can have anything you want. You could have any home you want, any car you want, probably as many as you want, multiple homes. You could eat out at the finest of fine dining restaurants every day for the rest of your life. Take all the trips around the world, as many as you want. This is with like 60 million bucks. So when you in the billions, when you in the 100 millions, and you in the billions, and you're a part of this group who supports you, who you claim you love so much, I argue that a lot more could be done economically. I argue that a lot of our 100 millionaires and billionaires in hip hop could do something significant that would actually make a difference. The only question is, will they? They could do something significant that will make a difference and still have money to live a lavish lifestyle for the rest of their life, their kids' life, and their grandkids' life. So what are we doing? Now, I know what y'all thinking. Did rock and roll have the responsibility put on them to build a school? Or, you know, any other, you know, music form? You know, did they have that responsibility? Again, they're not in the position that black people are in. In other words, most of the people that support rock music, you know, these other communities, white, Latino, Asian, they're not in the position, they're not in the dire straits that our group is in. And it's unfortunate, but that's why this responsibility has been put on hip hop. Not just hip hop, but it's been put on hip hop. You can't have access to resources like that and not do nothing with it. So I think Dr. Umar speaking some real
shit.
Gotcha.
Okay? So that's the 5 institutions. Now let's look at the problems. Attack mass incarceration from the root. Attack miseducation from the root. Attack gentrification from the root. Attack police genocide from the root. Attack economic apartheid from the root. Here's 5 institutions. Here's 6 problems. I want y'all rappers to deal with any one of them, because right now, ain't one of them dealing with any of those in an aggressive, serious, and systemic way. Not one of them.
Wow. What can you really say? How do you refute that? I know hip hop is just music and we just want to have fun and turn up and make our music, address an issue here and there, have a voice here and there about this and that. But we don't want to go through no real hardships. I don't know if you guys are familiar with an engineer who goes by the name of Jacques Fresco. He's passed away, but he was an engineer, an inventor, and the founder of the Venus Project, if you know what that is. But the dude was a real brilliant dude. And just like how we saw Elon Musk tell Leonardo DiCaprio that with just a few of those power centers that he was showing him, we could power the whole planet. Jacques Fresco was saying that within a span of 10 years, it'll be some real buckle down time, and it probably won't be the smoothest of rides, but in the span of 10 years, with the technology we have available to us today, we could reshape the whole planet to the point where there will be no more homelessness, no more need for money, no more need for jobs, no more need for starvation. We'll have proper medical treatment for everyone. We could make a better world in a span of 10 years if humanity was willing to buckle down and everybody just participated, played their part, and make it happen. Now, bringing that down to black people, particularly black people in America. What if we took 10 years to buckle down? Let's say just those black people in hip hop. What if we took 10 years to buckle down and say, we're going to build something that's going to affect us systemically? A school, a bank, some viable businesses, hospitals, those things that we really need. We're going to start a fund, and everybody is going to dump in every month $1, $5, $10, $20. Can you imagine what that would add up to? That would be millions of dollars if the hip hop community, us, on top of that, are hip hop, those that are actively engaged, the artists and those that make all the money, whether it just be the artists, the record label owners, the A&R, everybody that's eating off of hip hop. If everybody chipped in a few bucks every month, you talking about millions and millions of dollars monthly to problem solve, to deal with things. So we really ain't got much of an excuse. Shout out to Dr. Umar for always keeping it a buck with his people, man. I thought that was a deep question. I thought it was an important question, and it's something that needs to be asked. I don't want to rain on nobody's parade, man. I don't want to, as they say, pee in your cereal, spoil your day. We've been celebrating all year, 50 years of hip-hop, but let's keep it a buck. Ask yourself, what has hip-hop in 50 years and billions upon billions upon billions of dollars, what has hip-hop done systemically to better the black community? And it should be targeted at the black community because we participate in hip-hop at a higher rate than any other group. I just wanted to drop that on you, man. Again, peace, Dr. Umar. Glad to be back, y'all. This is Scheme TV show. Leave a comment, man. Let me know what you think. Like, share. If you like the gear, if you like the shirt, go check out the merch. I'll leave a link in the description. Hey, and I'll be back. Peace, y'all.
The black maverick in revolutionary fabric. Let's fracture the system, destroy the schematics. Don't seek any apologies for my habits. You speak Slavic, I speak prodigy and havoc. Sophisticated savage, adorning the struggle. Rocking my cozy slippers, the warning is subtle. If